Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Fire Emblem, New Mystery of the Emblem, Heroes of Light and Shadow on the DS. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I wasn't planning on playing a whole lot of this one on my own. Just because I think in looking at the whole series, this is certainly not one of the more interesting entries compared to what's coming next with Awakening. So yeah, I mean, it's just it's Mystery of the Emblem, but better. And I actually wasn't that hot on Mystery of the Emblem, if you recall. I felt like it was a regression from Gaiden, and the only thing it really had going for it was the graphics, which were good. But they stepped back on a lot of features, and it's a fine game, but it was okay. It was okay. This, I think, is overall just kind of an improvement on pretty much every aspect of Mystery of the Emblem. So, you know, that's exactly what you want to hear from a remake. I'd have to look back at the footage. Let me just take a moment here. Okay, no, I prefer the graphics of the original. Still. I mean, the sprite work on Mystery of the Emblem is rudimentary compared to Thracia. But, you know, there's like 4 years in between there. So certainly it's definitely not one of the best looking Super Famicom games. As that honor goes to Thracia, but it's still more appealing to look at, I feel, just for me personally, compared to this, this is a big improvement over Shadow Dragon, but still not quite there for me. But other than that, yeah, I think this game pretty much just improves on every aspect. I also think it's kind of easier, at least so far. I mean, I'm barely into the game, obviously, but even like chapter 2 or 3, what are we on now? We're on 3. So chapter 2, I remember in the original being kind of tricky, especially like stopping the thief from running away. But here with like the reclassing ability, you can just turn fucking Aaron into a Draco Knight immediately, and it's insane. So that makes just a huge difference of just reducing the trickiness of some of these chapters. So that's good. And yeah, I mean, reclass and, you know, all the different niceties, quality of life stuff. It's a good remake. It's still never going to be that high on my list of Fire Emblems. And I'm not sure why. I'm like, gameplay-wise, maybe Shadow Dragon beats this out, and I couldn't tell you exactly why. It could be because I'm playing on hard mode, so it's just not as satisfying, just kind of slaughtering things as Shadow Dragon was. That might be what I'm picking up here, because there really isn't any difference in gameplay. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know where I'll end up ranking all these. This one will probably rank higher just due to being nicer to look at. But we shall see. So I feel like we're probably only going to do Chapter 3 here for this video, because it's kind of a slog of a chapter, unfortunately. We have the Lady Blade, but I don't know if anyone can use it. It's an E sword, and only women can wield it. Okay, then it's gonna go to Cecil. problem. All right. I'm sure there's other things that could be tossed around. Maybe. Oh, Lind has a bunch of spells. Lind is actually pretty good. I made Gordon a mage, but Lind is probably better. Oh, only women can use Nosferatu. Of course. And we got Warren, who's almost certainly better than Ryan, but fuck it, we'll be fine. I think that's all we need. Yeah, and everyone always wants to talk and chat, and there's always dialogue. Get out of here with this nonsense. Yeah, so this is the map where we have the castle in the middle of the lake, and we work all the way around until we eventually have to take on all the fucking Draconites at once, and it's horribly scary, and it's gonna be horrible. Let's go. Yeah, that's gonna be useless, because they're not gonna attack us for a long while. So in the interim, I was on the Fire Emblem subreddit. What did I do with her originally? I think I work her around. She goes to kill this thief. What? Yeah, I forgot about that. Fucker. I was on the Fire Emblem subreddit because I was curious. You know, I had already seen the concept of a Jagan as an archetype. So I was curious on, you know, what other archetypes there are in the franchise. And there are a bunch. There's a wiki page devoted to looking at all the archetypes. That was lucky. Holy shit. Destroyed him. So they're already gonna spawn? Should I just park myself on a fort? I guess. Didn't you normally have to find this, like, hidden on the ground or something? I seem to recall that. I really feel like it's kind of suicidal. So yeah, there's a lot of archetypes. And apparently there was a big debate among the community some time ago. Because I guess some people wanted to differentiate between a Jagan, which is a unit that you generally start the game with. You know, it's generally like your first promoted unit that you're going to get. Usually it's at the start, like Jagan is a paladin. And they're generally very powerful at the start, but they have poor stat growth. And so they are eventually outclassed by other units, as long as you give XP to other units and don't just use the Jagan to kill everything. That's not really a debate. I mean, that's pretty much the definition. Although there's some people that, I guess, argued that there's no such thing as a Jagan, and all sorts of just going back and forth about definitions of archetypes and so on and so forth. But somebody wanted to differentiate between a Jagan and a second archetype that's similar, but not quite the same. And so that archetype was named after a character that we didn't get to see from Fire Emblem 4, Genealogy of the Holy War, called Oifis. And Oifis is sort of like a Jagan in that he comes in quite powerful compared to your other units at the time. But unlike a Jagan, he actually has decent stat growth and can be continued to use into the end game as a reliable unit. This is what I understand it to be. And so that set about a whole debate, as like some people saying the Oifis archetype doesn't exist because that's just what a Jagan is, and people just don't know how to use them or something like that, or almost every Jagan is viable into the end game and so on and so forth. And there was there was turmoil. So that's interesting enough. This isn't good. I think we're gonna lose Paula. Unless she dodges. She didn't dodge. Okay, Paula alone could not handle. Probably because I put her on the middle fort. That was a big mistake. That was really dumb of me. I'm not bent out of shape about it. Alright, we got bored. So we got cord, now we got bored. I don't know all the names for the other archetypes. You can look the wiki if you want to see them all. The one that I was interested in, as I mentioned before, was like a character that comes out as really weak, really ineffectual, like later in the game, not at the start. And if you work on them, they'll become like some of your best units. I guess there's like two versions of that archetype. One is called the Est archetype. I think after one of the Pegasus Knights from the first game. And that one is a unit that's shitty later in the game, but if you really work on it, becomes one of your best. Then there's another one, I think it's like Cliff or something like that. And that's a similar thing. It starts shit, becomes amazing, but I guess you get it earlier in the game or something like that. That's the differentiator. Like I said, there's a lot of archetypes. But the farmer guy from Awakening is in that category. So I like those kind of units. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of... this is a franchise that's been going on steadily for as long as I've been alive, 33 years. And, you know, people play all of these games. I mean, some people don't ever play any of the Japanese only ones. But, you know, like we've said, it's a very solid series where all the games are pretty viable and playable. So there's a lot of discourse about characters, story, gameplay mechanics, stat growths, you know, minutia, and so on and so forth. And I'm just a neophyte. I'm just getting into it. I did see some posts saying that apparently the Jagan archetype is now dead. Because with the new games, they're just kind of moving away from that entire concept. Which is kind of sad. But, you know, plenty of people think that Jagans are just a newbie trap. I saw people saying that that wasn't the case. I think it probably could be. Lady Blade is good. We're gonna want to forge that. Oh yeah, I made Mangg into a pirate. Because at the time I didn't have an axe user. Slowly making our way around. Quite the tedious chapter. And yeah, I don't know if any chapter in the first game, in like the first half of it, is that tedious. So maybe I prefer the map design from the first game. Kind of insane how much Fire Emblem I've been playing. Like, you may not realize how much I've been playing. Let's see here. My first video for the first game was 10 days ago. So I have experienced in some form 12 games in 10 days. And, you know, for the first few games or so, that was just like 3 hours each. But, you know, some of these I've been playing quite a bit on my own, like Sacred Stones, which I completed in that 10 days. So it's been a lot of Fire Emblem crammed in a short amount of time, but doing it this way, it kind of feels like I'm always excited to go to the next game, because it's like, oh, what's going to be different? How is this going to work? How is it going to look? You know, how's it going to play? Blah, blah, blah. So there's that excitement factor to it that keeps it fresh. Less so when I'm playing a remake of a game that I already played. You know, I could just send a rant to kill these Draco Knights up there. I wonder how he would fare. Let's just look here. Yeah, he would die. Wait a minute. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that is with his silver lance. Yeah, he would die. Okay. Good to know. This may be a contender for the one of the worst maps in the series, based on my limited knowledge. And it probably isn't that way if you just go across the bridge, but I'm terrified of going across that bridge. Oh, God. And you can't rescue. I mean, another game we could have just rescued all the people walking and carried them all. Nope. Ludicrous, man. Yep. Yep. Now, yeah, if I recall, we had to get fairly close before they were like, all right, that's enough. That's enough of that shenanigans. I don't think they aggro right here, from what I recall. Let's find out. Maybe they changed it. They changed it. Or I just don't remember. It's also quite the possibility. Five damage ain't much. Shit. We've got javelins. Can anybody use a javelin? No, no one can use a javelin. What the fuck? Cavaliers with, I mean, E rank spears? Is this correct? Can't use javelins? I have thunder. That'll do a little bit more. I'm one off. Fuck. That's pretty shitty. This does not bode well. Does not bode well. Really would be a big difference if I could use javelins here. Oh, nice crit. Okay. Let old Ryan handle it all. Yeah, fuck it. I mean, that's decent. That's decent stuff. Oh. Javelin. Oh. That speed bump. That speed bump made all the difference in the world. Who do we want big XP for? Luke or Cecil? One of the two. Okay, and Marth can go here. We get Julian again. Now begins the really hard part. Maybe this is what I was thinking of, where we had to go pretty far down to trigger this. So if I step here, based on my past knowledge, it will not trigger. Yeah, okay. Shame, shame, know your name. I feel like it's basically once this ballista starts shooting me, that's when the problems start. One more step. No, it's right before the ballista. Alright, I want Iran to just take care of the ballista first. Let's just be patient. There's no rush. No rush here. Oh, there's Mathis. I didn't recruit him in the last game. Am I going to recruit him here? What do you have to do to recruit him? Talk to him with Julian. Julian. It's all the way up here. That's probably doable. Now, I fear that as soon as I move for this ballista, the dragons are gonna come. So let's just chill. Alright, this is gonna be the trick. I don't know what we're gonna do. feel like this is going to be a bit of a bloodbath. Okay, let's just wait. I mean, I don't know. Just go in there. He's got a javelin, but hopefully that doesn't take me down. Do I want to be on this bridge? Is this where I want to fight things? I probably don't want her on the bridge. Do I want them all bum rushing Aaron? That's probably not correct. But we can kind of move out of here. Sort of. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, just throw your javelin. Ow! No dragons! Okay, then let's, I'm very surprised by that, actually. Yeah, it's wild. And then I can just skip across like that, and there you go. We got Mangg across. 8 damage there. 4 damage there. So that's 12 we're talking about. That's 22, so that's 34 damage, and that sounds like a kill as far as I can tell. Well, we definitely want Aaron to go first. Although I feel like if the dragons come in now, we're pretty fucked. And why would they not come in now is the question. Nice. Taurus shard. Strength +1, defense +1 when held. Ooh. Well, don't mind if I do. Oh, we're actually not in their range. Okay, so then all Marth has to do is skip across, and we never have to fight the Draco Knights. And you may say, well, you're missing out on XP. To which I say, yeah, I don't really care. Nice. That's how it's done. Okay. Well, I think that's gonna do it for New Mystery of the Emblem. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not that thrilled to keep playing it, I guess. Not for any specific reason, though. I mean, that chapter is a slog, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's fine. It's very fine. Super fine. I might prefer Shadow Dragon. And again, I just can't specify why. The graphics are worse in Shadow Dragon. I don't know. It's good, but I don't think like the Western audience is missing out on that much. You know, it's not like an evolutionary step for the franchise, because it's just more Shadow Dragon, which we did get in the West. And we got Awakening, which was sort of a bigger step forward. So yeah, it's okay. You can check it out if you're really desperate. Like I said, I do think it is a lot better than the original Mystery of the Emblem. So if you're going to emulate and translate one of the two, you may as well go for the DS, unless you really like Super Famicom, which nothing wrong with that. I think it does look better. But yeah, we will move on to Awakening next time. Very exciting. I don't remember any of it. It's going to be cool. My name is Mangg. Game just finished watching is Fire Emblem, New Mystery of the Emblem, Heroes of Light and Shadow. I'll see you fine folks next time.